For today, we are going to talk about how to write a professional CV. So, when you write in this lesson, we are going to talk about the structures. So, how the CV will look like. Do you know how the CV will look like? What do you
Um,
see first in the
it's
CV?
the personal informations and the pictures.
Okay, personal information and pictures. That's right. In Vietnam, do you put pictures in your CV?
Uh, some jobs they don't really care about it, but some of
Mm.
them we have to put the pictures in it to become
Okay.
more professional.
Oh, all right. Yes, but I think in other countries they don't need to have your picture. Yes. Okay, so let's start then. You're correct when you say contact information or personal information. So, what do you mean when you say contact information?
Um, Contact information, maybe it's about our emails, our
Mm-hmm.
phone numbers, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a short form of our home address.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's them to contact to us.
Okay, exactly. But you need to also remember for contact information, don't forget your name.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So don't forget your name and your job title. Of course, you're correct. You need to also write your address, your phone number. For social medias, these are actually not necessary. You can write your email instead of your social media profile, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, though this one social media profile, it actually depends on what kind of job you are applying for. So let's have an example. Let's take a look at the example here. So can you see? What do you see here in the first part?
I see the name, the address,
Yes.
mobile phone, and email.
Yes. So it means that that is only what you need to write when you want to talk about or when you want to include your personal information in your CV. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. So make it short. You don't need to write other than that. No, no, don't. Just this. Okay? All right. So the next one or important part that you also need to write is, of course, your work experience. But before work experience, there is also what we call summary. Okay. So your resume summary or your resume objective. When you say summary, this is a short description of your experiences or your goals in your career. So let's look at this one. Does she have, in this example, does she have summary?
No.
No summary, right? Okay, so I am going to show you an example of a job or a CV with a summary. Have you tried writing a CV with summary?
Yes.
And how is it? How
There,
how do you write your summary?
it's a default form, CV form. So it's had the summary part, and I
hmm
just write a brief about myself and
hmm
my goals.
Yes. Okay, exactly. So it's like this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. So this one is what we call the objective. You can write your goal in your career. So it usually starts with to plus base verb. Okay. So in here you say to obtain.
Let's see.
Okay. So next one, the one I'm talking about, the summary of qualifications. So these are your experiences in a bullet. Okay? It's like you're going to summarize so that why do you think we need to write this at the
Um,
beginning?
in my opinion, maybe we have to write because we want to do to show the HR department or the
Mhm.
manager what we achieved and our certifications.
Mhm.
Also, a short form of our CVs, what we can do, what we have. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Actually, summary of qualifications answer the questions, why should we hire you? Okay? So it answers the question, why should we hire you? So you have to do your best to write all your qualifications in this part, in this summary. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. So what do you need to include in the summary? So look at the example in here. What do you see? What are the information included?
It includes skills, um, knowledge, and our ability to adapt the new environment.
Yes, exactly. So you need to, like, you also explain, you should also show in here what kind of employee are you, okay? Yes, all right. So is it clear?
Yes, it is
All
clear,
right,
teacher.
awesome. So now let's move on to the next part. So after you write the summary and your objective, we also have the work experience. So maybe you can write a lot in your work experience. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So in your work experience, don't forget to write your
Job title
job title
and
exactly.
position.
Yes. But actually you can also write the name of the company first. Okay? You can normally people they write the name of the company first and then they write their job position or job title. Okay, so let's look at the example. There you go. So this is for the job experience. So in this case, this example, she used the name of the company first. Okay? And then after that, you write the location. Then after the location, under the name of the company is your job position. Okay? And next to that is your time. How long did you stay? So from the time you start and you finish. If you are still working there, then you write the word present. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, it is clear.
Yes, all right. So why do we have this one? Why do we have very long descriptions? What are this? Any idea?
These are maybe the things that we did in the last or the previous job. This is our responsibilities.
Yes, exactly. Good job. Exactly. So these are the things that you did. So even if you did it, it is not necessary that you write it in the past. You can write it in present tense. Okay. So always start with a verb. Okay. And you need to be very direct with what you do. So for example, in here, because in the example I gave you, she is an HR. Okay. So she is part of the HR. So in this example, can you read?
Conduct and coordinate all the initiative of the development program by sourcing internal resources or
Mhm.
third-party training vendors, including coordination, negotiation, and ensuring quality of program services delivered.
Yes. So it means you need to be direct with what kind of job. Okay. Give details. Okay. Yes. So, but before we go on, I just want to give you a little correction. I heard you say this word. How do you say this word again?
Initiative.
It is initiative.
Oh,
Initiative.
initiative.
Okay, awesome. So can you say it again?
Initiative.
Yes, initiative. Okay, very good. So is this clear? It means you need to write everything, okay?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What if you did something great or you have achievement in the company? Do you need to write it in here?
Yes, I think so. To show that what we can do.
Yes, exactly. You can write it here at the end. There we go. Or just include it anywhere here under, okay? Just like
Mm.
here, she wrote that she has increased and she included number. It's very important to include figures in your achievement. Okay?
Mm.
Yes. All right. So, do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
No, teacher. Okay. So, good. And the same goes with here. Okay. The same with other companies. So, just the same pattern. It depends on how many jobs you had. Can you write in past tense in the verb?
Yes, I think so.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, actually. Yes, you can write it in past tense, especially if it's already done. Because in here, she used present tense because she is still working in the same company. Okay? She is still working in the same company, but in later on, she's not working anymore to the other companies, so it is in past tense. Okay. But what if you write in present tense, like everything is in present? Is it okay?
Yes, I think it's okay because it's
Y-
like you're telling your stories.
yes, totally right. Okay, exactly. Very good. So now, if you don't have questions, let's have, yes, this is the example. You can also follow this one. Okay, so the job title, you can write your job title. So it's either you start with the company name and your job position, or your job position and then company name. It's up to you. Okay. All right. So if you don't have questions, maybe you can already. Do you think you are confident enough to write your CV? What do you think? Do you also is yours does your CV look like this?
Um, in our country,
Mm-hmm.
we we don't have a chance at school or
Mm-hmm.
university for them to teach us how to write a professional CVs. It's just
Mm-hmm.
up to us, and we go on into an online platform, download a CV form, and just like
Ah.
fill in the blank,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and send
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yes, yes. So it will be very difficult for well, also here, it that's why it's quite difficult to just write your own CV, right? You're not confident enough.
Yeah.
But actually, okay, for this one, for the patterns that you see on the internet, you can still use those, but it's better if you just choose the verbs because you need to choose the correct verbs to talk about your experiences. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. So like here, build marketing strategies or develop marketing strategies. Okay? Improve marketing strategies. Okay? So use started with a verb to make it stronger. Okay, so now after you write your CV and you have the job, what is next? Okay, so imagine you are after your job interview and the company or the employer says you are hired. So what do you do next?
Um, I preparing for my probation.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Or how about your salary? Do you ask about your salary?
Uh, yes, but maybe it's confidential. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. But in a job interview, sometimes they ask you about your salary expectations. How do you Have you tried answering that question in a job interview?
Yes.
Yes. And what do you usually say? Do you say how much?
Mm, I don't say how much.
Mm-hmm.
I show them the abilities I can do, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
capable of,
Mm-hmm.
and and this is it's worth
Mm-hmm.
for the amount of money that I
Mm-hmm.
want to give them a requirement for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's like
yes.
a
Mm-hmm.
win-win. It's like a win-win deal.
Yes, exactly. It's a
Yeah.
win-win situation, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I asked you about that because after CV, our next part is